Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Dambulkar. In last video, we have seen what do by adjacency matrix, what do by adjacency list, and also we have seen what do by dense graph and sparse graph. Also we have seen which representation is better for dense graph and which is better for sparse graph. So we have seen dense graph is represented by adjacency matrix while sparse graph is represented by adjacency list. So here you can see this is the adjacency list. So sparse graph is represented by adjacency list. So how it is represented? What do you mean by adjacency list? So see, in this graph there are five vertices. So for each vertex there is one linked list, right? So this linked list is for this vertex, this linked list is for this vertex, this linked list is for this vertex, this is for this vertex, this linked list is for this vertex. And how it is represented? See, so this linked list is for this vertex, so one is connected to 2. So here it is shown one is connected to 2. Now 2, it is 2 is connected to 3, 2 is connected to 5, 2 is connected to 1, right? So here it is shown 2 is connected to 1, 2 is connected to 3, 2 is connected to 5. So it is shown by the linked list. So it is shown like this, 2 is connected to 1. So it is represented like this. Okay, so if we want to traverse this linked list, so we can go like this, 2 to 1, 1 to 3, 1 3 to 5. So these are the neighbors or adjacent vertices of this 2. In the same way, this linked list is shown for 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so 2 and 5 are neighbors of 3, 5 is neighbor of 4, and 2, 3, 4 are the neighbors of 5. So likewise adjacency list, it is represented in terms of linked list, and sparse graph is represented by adjacency list. Now see, suppose we want to parallelize any algorithm that work on sparse graph. Okay, suppose there is any algorithm that is working on sparse graph, and sparse graph is shown by the adjacency list. Now we, if we want to parallelize that algorithm which is working on the sparse graph which is represented by the adjacency list, so how it can be parallelized? Now see, sparse graph is shown by the adjacency list, so this is the representation, right? Now when it is a serial algorithm, so only one process is there, so that single process will work on this. But when there are multiple processes, as we are parallelizing it, so there will be multiple processes. Now how to decompose this work, or how to allocate works to the different processes? Now see, there are two approaches, both have benefits and both have some demerits or disadvantages. Now see, so one approach is like this. So we can allocate this one linked list to one process, this to another process, this third to third process, fourth process, and fifth process. So we can show like this. We can allocate work to different processes like this. One linked list will be given to one process. This another linked list will be given to another process. Means one linked list is given to one process. Likewise, we can give it. Likewise we can decompose the work. But what is the problem here? Now look at it. Look at the sizes. This is very small compared to this. See, here there is a single edge. Okay, two vertices and single edge. There are two vertices and a single edge. While here there are four vertices and three edges. Now see, if we allocate this to one process, and if we allocate this to one process, what will happen? After some time this process will be idle, because this process will work on this, and after that it will be idle. While after that, when this process is idle, this process will be working, because we have allocated more work to that process. So there is an unequal decomposition of work among the processes. So this process has more work compared to this, but less work compared to this process. So likewise we are allocating work to processes. So this is the issue when we are allocating work to processes like this, when one linked list is allocated to one process. Now, what is another approach? So, see, if we want to equally allocate work to different processes, so what we can do? Here, we will break this linked list. So, we will make sure that all the processes get equal number of edges. So we'll break this linked list and we will allocate equal number of edges to each process. So something like this. Suppose if we say we will allocate two edges to one process. So one process will get this edge and this edge, while another process will get this, third process will get this, fourth process will get these two edges, and fifth process will get these two edges. So this is how equal distribution can be done among the processes. But in this case, okay, so what is the advantage? All the processes will get equal work. Okay, same work all the processes will get. But what is the disadvantage in this case? Here we have to break this linked list, right? We have to break this linked list, and that is the extra time that we have to incur. We have to break this linked list, and again to break that we require extra time, so that extra complexity will get added. So this is a disadvantage of this another approach. So in this way we can parallelize the algorithm which work on the sparse graph, and sparse graph is shown by the adjacency list. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.